Talking about beauty now in a big way, in a real way, because if you're facing the new year with your heart right down in your boots, then just look at Alesha Dixon. This time last year, exactly this time last year, her life was in ruins. She'd been dropped by her record label, her husband had left her for another woman, things were just awful. But her fairy godmother was just around the corner, in the shape of Brucey. Strictly Come Dancing turned Alesha's life completely around. Literally, I suppose, every Saturday night when you come to think of it. After this stunning result, the world is her oyster.
Alesha and Matthew, the judges thought Alesha is the best female celebrity dancer we have ever seen on this show. But what did the viewers think?
We can now reveal the result. The winners of Strictly Come Dancing 2007 are...
It's Alesha!
And Alesha's here now. We bow at your feet. You were unbelievable. From the word go. I mean, you got better, but you started up there. I mean, you were amazing on that show. Amazing. You graced and lit up our Saturday nights, didn't you?
Yeah, you were fantastic. Just a complete natural, as they said. Arlene adored you, and Arlene doesn't always like the ladies very much, does she? But she thought you were wonderful.
She normally does take a fancy to the guys, so I was generally quite intimidated by all four judges. Yeah. And I remember the first night I did the show, we finished the rumba, and I was more scared walking over to the judges than I was the actual dance. Really? Because I'd watched the show every year and I was such a fan, and you just don't know what to expect in that first moment that you meet them.
Yeah, you did look a bit like... I noticed every time, actually, you went up to the judges, your eyebrows would go up and your eyes would open very wide, and you look a bit like a rabbit caught in the headlights.
I said to my mum one day, I said, I must try not to look like I've been caught in the headlights when I'm standing in front of the judges. I've got to try and relax.
I know, it was very sweet, though. It was very nice. Did you, I mean, as soon as you started training with your Matthew, isn't it? Yeah. You fit really well, the pair of you, didn't you?
Yeah.
You seemed to get on really well. Were there any kind of... Because we saw with a lot of the other couples, there was quite a lot of edge and...
It could be, yeah.
Could be quite a lot of arguments. Were you and Matthew together all the time?
We were together all the time. Some days, 12 hours a day, every day. We never had days off. And probably out of the 400 hours that we trained, we probably had about 2 hours of uncomfortable moments. Just where, you know, overtiredness and just getting stressed and the pressure that's on you. But I honestly feel like I hit jackpot with him because he has the patience of a saint. And he's such a lovely, lovely, lovely guy. And by the end of it, I was like, I just want to win it for him because he's so nice, you know.
Should we see them dancing together?
Yeah, let's see them dancing together. Okay.
Judy described you in our newspaper column as being like a Disney princess. You know, you just had that ethereal quality. And I was reading some quotes about the waltz that you danced there, and you said that actually, in reality, as you were dancing there, your eyes are rolling around in your head and you can't see. Is that true? Is it?
That was doing the Viennese.
The Viennese waltz.
The Viennese is this continuous motion, and you try to get swept away in the emotion, but you're just trying to keep focused and not, you know, mess up a step, and there's so much is going on in your mind. But when I actually danced the waltz, oh my God, I absolutely was carried away with that one.
Well, I thought that, because the thing is, with your background and mystique and all the rest of it, I mean, you sort of expect you to be really good in all the Latin stuff and all that kind of stuff. But I thought it was in the ballroom that you looked truly, truly wonderful. I mean, you look great doing the other stuff as well, but because you didn't really expect it, but in those lovely frocks.
Yeah, I felt
and just gliding around. Did you love that?
I felt like a princess, and I felt so cheesy saying it, but I really, really did feel like, you know, in the fairy tale. I mean, how often do you get to wear an amazing frock like that and dance that way with a man? It was just beautiful.
The frocks are great.
What about remembering the steps? I mean, a lot of people forgot the steps from time to time. It's natural, you know.
As we did too.
You did a couple of times. Not that seriously. Are you thinking about the next step or the next sequence of steps all the time, or have you rehearsed it so much you hope to do it automatically?
The first couple of months, God, I just think it's been on for a year.
Yeah.
The first couple of months, it wasn't as bad because you have a whole week. But when it went to 2 dances a week, it was brain overload.
Right.
And that was the thing. Every time you got to Saturday, you never felt like you had enough time. And I'd always ask Matt if we could train more, and he'd have to say no.
Why?
Well, because I think you can overdo it.
Yeah.
And actually, your brain gets to a certain point where there's only so much that it can take before it just needs a rest.
Yeah.
And you did, what, 380 hours, was it?
Yes.
Of training?
Yes.
That's well over an hour a day for a year, non-stop, isn't it?
It was crazy, absolutely crazy, but it was all worth it.
I mean, one of the things that struck me about this particular series was that you felt the edge, not only between the contestants, but also between the judges, much more so this time than ever before. There seemed to be much more genuine rivalry. I mean, what is the atmosphere? Is it really as tense behind the scenes? For example, when Gabby Logan got voted off, and generally everybody have thought it should have been Kate Garraway, because she couldn't dance, but everyone loved her because she was so plucky. Was there a difficult atmosphere behind the scenes? I mean, did you all find it hard to know who to root for, who to talk to?
Me personally, I got on with everybody, so whoever would have gone, I would have genuinely been sad. And I got really close to both the Logans. I absolutely adore, you know, Gabby and Kenny. But Kate, I think she served just as much as a purpose as everybody else, and I really felt for her. You know, that's what the public want to see, is people that...
Having a go.
Absolutely, isn't that what it's all about? Everybody's on their own personal journey, and you have to admire her.
Yeah.
What about the nervousness? Because again, you said that before you went out, you mentioned the judges being scared of them, but you said your heart was coming out of your mouth most nights, and yet you looked so effortless when you went on. Were you really that scared?
Yeah, it's all an act.
Really? You really were frightened?
Honestly, you literally lose all saliva, your heart is beating so fast, you know, your palms are sweating, you are in a state and you can't control it, and it's one of those things, like, you know, you go to a fairground ride and you're really scared to go on that roller coaster ride, but once you've done it, it's so exhilarating, you want to do it again. It's like that kind of feeling. It's a nervous build-up, but once you're out there and it comes together, it's like an amazing feeling.
And what were you frightened of tripping up, you know, losing the steps, making a complete idiot of yourself?
Yes, you're scared of losing the steps. You just want to go out there and it be smooth, and if you do your best, that's all you can do, but you've trained all week, you don't want to ruin, you've got like a minute and 30 seconds to get it right.
Well, all right, we have to take a break, but we're coming back to you to ask, I mean, just how much it meant to you to win, because you did have a really difficult year last year. I mean, we're in a new year now, and you're in a completely different position, but we'll come back and we'll talk to Alesha about that just after this break.
Right.